Media on active shooters. All major news stations report on active shooter incidents. There will be endless and endless reports and articles on these incidents. You can find information on the shooting and suspect on any social media platform. YouTube has videos after videos of and about shootings. Platforms like Facebook have links, videos, photos, and everyday people posting about it. Here's some examples of what you can find on the Las Vegas shooting. You got ABC News, CNN News, NBC News, NY Times, CBS, USA Today, so on and so on. They report all across the country with pretty much the same information on all of them, but people will tune into every single one of them. The media has all the answers with each shooting. The media always does extensive reporting on the shooter or shooters. The people want to know the why, and the media feeds them the why. The media will feed them the same information over and over, adding little details each time they report it. All shooters have been considered loners, crazy, full of hatred, etc., etc. This feeds the viewers into hating the suspect and pulls them away from trying to understand the root of their evils and the why and how we should go about in preventing more of these incidents. Here's some article headline examples of each shooter and what the media thought of the shooter. Like, the Las Vegas shooter was crazed lunatic, full of hate. The media has forgotten about the victims. They always lack coverage in the victims. Every shooter from every mass shooting incident is a household name. Everybody knows their name, where they live, where they worked, their assets, who they're dating, married, their home life, childhood, whatever. They know everything about the suspect, but little is known about the victims. They might know the number of victims, but people won't remember it, like a household name of the shooter suspect. The media makes shooters famous because they endlessly report on the shootings. Fight in the media, and some of them even have fans. Like this headline says, Parkland shooter is being flooded with fan mail and commissionary money. Perception: the media reports on active mass shootings every time there is one, and everybody reports on it, and it'll stay on the air for weeks, and it'll take up most of the airtime. These kind of reportings will get people to think that the world is becoming more violent. You hear people say that all the time, like, it's so dangerous, and the world's becoming an uglier place every day, and it's not safe to go outside. And people believe that there's a high chance of them becoming a victim of a mass shooting, but those chances are actually really, really low. The media controls your reality and how you react to these incidents. They control how the world should feel about the incidents as they unfold to when it is over and the victims and families are trying to move on. When the incident first occurs, the media reports on it and focuses just on the suspects. They show any videos, photos, and witnesses stories that they can get. Later, they'll go into the shooter's personal life and try to give an answer to everyone's why and how. And then the victims, once on the 1 year anniversary, they'll report about the victims and give a little memorial article towards them. The media kind of like takes the viewer through the stages of grief: shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And then for shock, they do the initial reporting of the mass shooting incident, and then denial, people's need for more information, like how could somebody do that, and that type of stuff. And then number 3, reports on the number of victims and the casualties, death, and that, etc. And then bargaining is kind of like the why, like why could somebody do this? It's kind of like, is the viewers trying to get an understanding and like come to terms with the incident. And then stage 5 would be memorials, moment of silence during anthems at like sports events, or those Facebook filters for each attack, like the one for Paris. And then even it'll turn into class discussions at school. And then acceptance is kind of the 1 year anniversary article about the victims. Here's an example: the Las Vegas shooter. So shock, where they show the initial reporting of the mass shooting incident. There's this video. that showed the shooting when it was going on. They showed a lot of those types of videos. And denial is they'll do more and more reports, and that it was hit home for a lot of people, so it was pretty shocking to everybody, and they were kind of in denial about it. And then the anger stage would be the number killed and the number hurt. And then bargaining would be the why to why the shooter did the attack. And the media kind of gives, well, he was a crazed lunatic full of hate, so that explains why. And then depression, 5 goes with memorial. And then